Hey folks, Corey Arnold down here at Toyota of Easley. Hey, we've got some fantastic news. Got a vehicle in today that is available. I know it is hard to believe, but we have a 2024. Did you hear me? I said 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander, not the regular Highlander, but the new Grand Highlander. No, we are not going to discontinue the current Highlander. We're going to have two Highlanders. Highlander and the Grand Highlander, and we want to talk to you about it today. I think we've done one other video, but this one just got in, and it is available, something for you and I to look at and check out here today. So this is the XLE model in the Grand Highlander. Let's talk about trim levels. The entry-level model, or the beginning of it, is the XLE. Now, in the regular Highlander, we have an LE, then XLE, but in the Grand Highlander, we're going to start it all off at the XLE's trim level that we've got. So we're going to talk about this vehicle. Now, let's talk about why did Toyota feel the need to make a Grand Highlander? It's just that. It's bigger than the other Highlander. Let's talk about how big. So overall length, we're about 6.5 inches longer than the than the current Highlander. We are going to make the current Highlander continuously, all right? I want to make sure that I make that point in this video. The Highlander is not going away. We're just adding another vehicle to it. So we are 6.5 inches longer, 4 inches in wheelbase. So from the center of this wheel to the center of that front wheel up there, we are 4 inches longer. We are 2 inches taller and 2 inches wider. It is all about the cargo space and all about the third row seat. You're going to see me today at my size get into the third row seat of this vehicle. I want you to be able to check it out and also check out that cargo space. So let's start in the front up here. Cameraman, you're going the wrong way. Let's start in the front up here. We're going to check out wheels, tires, and come around. First of all, the grille. All right, so we got a completely different grille. Man, I'll tell you what would be neat is to compare it to that Highlander that's over there, but that's okay. All right, so we got a different grille on this one. Notice that we've got a little bit more, how should we say, length to the grille, or a little bit more beef to that grille that we've got there than the current Highlander. Also, this chrome piece that comes across, that is actually new. That is not on the regular Highlander. All right, let's check out engine choices. All right, now, engine choice. This is the same engine that is in our current Highlander. This is a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine. It develops 269 horsepower, but here it is, the torque, okay? 309 foot-pounds of torque. Guys, this is spunkier. This is more powerful. This is peppier than the naturally aspirated six-cylinder engine we just got rid of. So all of you out there now who have a six-cylinder engine Highlander, who says, hey, I don't want to go try that one. Your Highlander only had 260 foot-pounds of torque. This is 310. This is more power, peppier than the Highlander that you have now, and the gas mileage is just a little bit better. So please don't discount. Don't be afraid of this engine in this car. Come check it out. It is all the engine that you need. I tested it myself. I wanted to be able to feel it. Every time it changes gears, I literally feel torque. Every time it changes gears, it lunges forward. That is something that was not the way the six-cylinder was. The six-cylinder's power to me was a little more delayed. This power is more instant that we've got there. So guess what? I like this engine better than the naturally aspirated six-cylinder. You come drive it to make sure you see if you can say the same thing yourself. All right, so let's talk about warranty. 5 years or 60,000 miles, powertrain, engine, transmission, and the front-wheel drive system. Yes, you can get these in all-wheel drive. This particular one, I think, is an actual front-wheel drive, but you can opt for the all-wheel drive if you should want it. All right, so let's go on around. All right, let's go around the side here. So, alloy wheel. So this is an 18-inch alloy wheel that is standard at the XLE's trim level. Now, that's going to be a good riding wheel. All of us like normally bigger rims, but you got to remember something. When you get a bigger rim, the overall circumference of a tire tends to stay about the same. What changes is tread wall. Look at the length the distance from there to there. That actually, to me, that's one of the best shock absorbers in the world. That's ride quality. So when you see a tall, skinny tire with a lot of tread wall from there to there, that's going to be a good riding tire. Even though this is not the top of the line, typically the XLE model will tend to ride just as good as the higher end models that we've got there. All right, so let's check this out. One thing here, blind spot monitoring, you know that's going to be standard on this. It's standard on the Highlander as well, so same true here. One thing that is different, it has 5-door smart key. Okay, so I've got the smart key in my pocket here. So look here, even on the regular Highlander, you've got it on the front 2 doors and on the rear door. But on this particular one, you've got it on all 5 doors. So watch this, even on this back door, I'm able to push and actually lock the doors. But when I'm ready to unlock the vehicle, all I do, touch the handle. And when I touch the handle back there, it actually unlocks. So 5-door smart key, kind of an upgrade at this trim level. Nice option that we've got. All right, also something else. The 12.3-inch screen is an option on some of the trim levels on the other Highlander. Standard when you got to the limited and above. But now 12.3-inch screen, no matter what Grand Highlander you get, that is the standard screen. So you don't have to ask for the big screen as an option and an upgrade. That is standard all the way across the board. Check out that console, big console in the middle of the vehicle there. We do have the 3 drive modes, okay? Eco mode, that is you actually telling the vehicle not to be as responsive as normal. So you're basically how shall we say, you're making the engine sluggish so as to get better fuel economy. Then you've got normal mode, which you're going to be in most of the time. And then you've got sport mode. Sport mode changes the shifting dynamics, holding the vehicle in those lower gears, making the vehicle a little bit more energetic and fun to drive. All right, now keep in mind, sport mode is a more fun to drive, but it is going to not be as good on gas as the other that we've got there. Good looking vehicle that we've got. Notice the USB-Cs. USB ports are gone. USB-Cs are the future. And let me say this, the new cables that a lot of our cars have, they are the USB-Cs. So you don't have to go out and buy new cables. I had somebody complaining the other day, all my USB cables are no good, but USB-C cables are in this particular one that we've got there. All right, let's check out the back. Now I'm gonna go around the other side just so you can see seat configuration. Okay, so just like on the regular Highlander, we do have an option here. So this is the bench seat that we're seeing in this particular one, but you do have the options to get captain's chairs on this particular row. So this is 8-passenger seating, the one that I'm in now. But again, you have the option of going to 7-passenger seating by getting captain's chairs here. It also, I've noticed on some of the videos, it's got a nice console right there with cup holders. And I've seen it where you can actually remove those cup holders, so something that's nice. And guys, something else, notice it's stadium style seating. This row of seats actually sits higher than the first row of seats. The idea is that whoever's in the back there can see up and out of the vehicle. You'll notice a lot of times when you've got a child that gets car sickness, normally if you can see out a little better, it actually makes that condition a little bit better sometime that we've got there. So a nice option here. You also can operate the your own heat and air on this particular row of seats that we've got there. And I love the fact that it even has USB-C for this row and even to the 3rd row. Now, cameraman, while you're there, I want you to show me getting into the 3rd row, but from that side, because it's going to be neat. I'm going to show you where the handle is. Now, notice that's a one-touch handle there. So when I grab that handle, watch this right here, that is going up and forward. And then can you see this foot pad right here, kind of from that side? All right, you're good, because I want you to see this handle right here that I'm going to grab. So there's a foot pad here, and notice here, this neat handle is going to help me get in and out of the 3rd row seat. But look up on top, it's also got a USB-C charging port even up on top. I'm going to be able to show you that from over there. So here I go, I'm getting ready to get in. Foot up on the foot pad, I'm reaching, grabbing my handle with this hand, and I'm coming up into the SUV right there. All right, see that? And then also, I want you to show where this USB-C is there. Let me let you do it from this side over here. So pull your camera back for just a sec. All right, now come in right here and check out that USB-C. So this is a grip handle, all right, to get in and out there, but come on up there, right there. There we go. So USB-C on the grip handle. So not only is it going to be helping you get in and out, but also letting you charge. Now get this also right here. This is actually made for an iPad. See that right there? So this configuration, you've got it on all sides right there. So it's almost like that we expect, instead of rear entertainment systems, I know that used to be a thing, but nowadays, keep in mind, this vehicle has Wi-Fi. All right, so nowadays the idea is have the child bring their iPad or bring their tablet with them, and then they can connect to the internet right inside your vehicle. You guys can actually dial up AT&T, and you can buy gigs of data, and then up to 5 devices can be connected to the internet while you're on your way to Disney World, instead of actually doing the old-fashioned rear entertainment systems that we've got there. So that's kind of a nice option. All right, so here it is again. All right, even at my size, remember, they made this vehicle so that an adult could sit on the third row seat. Now, I want you to notice, all right, I'm probably just over 6 foot tall right there, and I've got my head all the way up, and I have got headroom in the back of this vehicle, so I'm not touching there. And cameraman, I'm going to do this, all right, right there on that side. Now, let's be fair. If somebody were there, they would come back a little bit more. The idea is that normally when you get on the third row seat, this floor is so high that your knees are so tall that it's not comfortable to sit back here. But I'm telling you now, I could sit back here, go to Charleston or anything else a long way in this vehicle. They have hit the mark with this vehicle. Yes, an adult can sit on the third row seat of this vehicle. I can testify to it myself. All right, and look right here. Easy release. I can actually let myself out right there on the back of the seat there. Well, they thought about it all in this thing. I like it. All right, let me jump out because it's hot. I don't have it running right now. Okay, so here is the other story, okay? So let's jump in the back here. Oh, let's get a good picture of the wraparound headlamps right there. Kind of a little slimmer than a lot of vehicles. The new thing now is, you know, it used to be years ago that it was really, really big and it looked good. But now you want a little bit more body panel and less light there. So a little slimmer right there. All right, Grand Highlander. Check it out in the back there. Make sure we got that on the video. And this is the XLE's trim level in the silver. All right, so let me open this up. Now, I don't know about you guys, the power lift gate's faster. Okay, did you notice that? Every time we do a video, you hear the going up right there. Power lift gate's a lot faster, but then you say, well, it's probably going to do more damage. No, now watch this. As it comes back down, as soon as it feels some resistance right there, okay, so let's say that whatever was here, all right, as soon as it feels that resistance, it's going to go back up right there on that side, or stop on that side. Now, here's the other story, okay? Remember, we promised you more room when the third row seat is up, and this is more volume with that third row seat up in this vehicle. Check that out. In the other Highlander, that was a lot slimmer. As a matter of fact, one guy did a video where he jumped in and actually closed it. I'm not going to do it, but closed himself in here. So the distance from here to the back of that seat, it is more volume. Man, I like that plate in the back there with that Grand Highlander there. All right, I do want you to see how it looks with that row of seats down. Yeah, just a ton of cargo space in this vehicle. As a matter of fact, guys, are you ready for this? This vehicle has more cargo space than the big Toyota Sequoia, okay? So we're talking about just as much more cargo space than a Sequoia, but not nearly as big as an overall vehicle in the Sequoia. Now, if you want the Sequoia, hey, order you one. Good. Don't expect to just come down and buy one, but you do need to order one. And again, this Grand Highlander hit the ground today. It does not have a home. It is available for you to take home with you right now. All right. Look how fast that door is. Again, I like this better, okay, because the other one, it took a long time, and I think what it was trying to do is make sure that nobody got an injury. But with that anti-pinch feature in there, I think it's really nice that it can come down faster there. All right. Come around this side, look and see what you think of it. This particular one happens to have a Michelin tire. That's not standard. But man, that's a good looking car. A little bit of a design. Now pan over to the other one right there for me, so you can see how it's a little bit different there. That's the current Highlander. That's a brand new one. Someone is picking up today, 2023 model. But the Grand Highlanders are already out, 2024. That's the first year for them. And this is one that you can actually take home today and available. Guys, come see us here at Toyota of Easley. Have a great day.